Hello and welcome, and thank you for taking the time to watch this really short video. We're going to be talking a little bit about the wonderful 7 Days to Freedom From program very shortly, but before we begin that, I'd like to share with you our infinity behaviour loop. So we're all used to setting goals. Most people, I imagine everybody watching this at some point has set a goal. It could be to lose weight, it could be to overcome a fear, it could be to have more confidence, it could be to stop a negative habit, whatever that negative habit might be. Maybe you wanted to have sort of a better self-worth or image and really, sort of lift yourself up and do more things in life. At some point, everybody has set a goal. Before we go through this, I just want to share a little story with you. About 10 years ago, I met my who is now wife, and I travelled to her apartment for the first time. Now, she lived in a different country, so travelling wasn't just getting on a bus or in the car, it was a bit of a jaunt. So I arrived at her apartment, we said hello, the usual kind of stuff, and so I've been travelling a long time. I thought, I need a shower, I need to have a shower. So bear in mind, she'd been in this apartment probably maybe 2 years, 2.5 years, and got myself undressed, jumped in the shower. Now the shower head, I'm sure most of you watching this has a shower head that sits in a hook on the wall. So all you have to do basically is stand underneath it and off you go. She didn't have this. At some point in time, during the previous year or whatever it was, the shower head hook had broke. So basically I've got this shower head and I'm having to wet myself. I have to put it between my legs, get the shower gel out, give myself a bit of a wash, take it out, clean myself off, and it's kind of squirting over there because I'm not getting it in the right position, and it's going all over the place. So for me, it was kind of a traumatic experience, as you can imagine, trying to stop water going everywhere. So I finished the shower, got myself dried, got dressed. I went out to my now wife, who was then my girlfriend, and I'm very focused on finding solutions. That's my nature. Hence, I do this type of work. And it's something I enjoy. So immediately, for me, it was, my love, why don't we pop to a local DIY store, we'll grab a new hook, I'll screw it into the wall for you, and you'll have a shower. And she'd been used to this for about a year, and her reply kind of stumped me a little bit. It kind of stumped me, and I was a little bit confused, because this wouldn't be my normal nature. She said, Nick, it's okay. I like it. I'm used to it. It's what I do. In fact, I kind of enjoy it. So I was a little bit shocked, but I respected her wishes. It's her apartment. So, okay. So for the next, I was there for a week. So the next every day I'm having a shower. Water going everywhere. I'm having to clean up after myself. And that was it. I came back to England, to my house, back to my shower with the hook that holds the head. And then it's happy days. She moved home about 6 to 12 months after this. She got a new apartment, and I went over, I helped her move, and she said to me at one point, she said, oh my goodness. And I'm thinking, what's happened? What haven't I done? Being a man, being self-conscious, what haven't I done? What did I miss? She'd just come out of the shower. Now, her new apartment had a clip that was screwed to the wall, the shower head could sit in. And she was over the moon, she was overjoyed that she didn't have to hold it and do all this and the water going everywhere. So what I understood from this, she was amazed, she was happy, she was over the moon. She got used to something that wasn't to the standard she would normally want. So after a year it broke. Instead of going and getting it fixed, she got used to this, and that became her new normal. And this was acceptable because we get used to things. When something changes, at first it feels uncomfortable, but after a while we get used to it and it becomes normal, we accept it. So that story kind of brings me back to our infinity behaviour loop. So we're talking about goals. The Freedom From program is all about helping you overcome, get through, control something, so that moving forward you're able to achieve whatever it is you choose you want to achieve to make better decisions, and to have control of whatever you feel or understand from the program has been stopping you. So let's talk through a normal goal setting cycle. First of all, we make a choice. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to be more confident. I'm going to stop being scared of spiders. I'm going to stop doubting myself. I want to stop being anxious. We make that choice. So then our conscious and our unconscious get together and they come up with a plan of action. So we've got the next step on this cycle of a plan. We create a plan. It could be going out and buying things. If it's food, we go and buy salad. If it's gym, we go and buy some gym gear. Or we create a plan of actions, things we're going to be doing to help us overcome whatever it is we've chosen. So we've got these new things. We've got the food in the fridge. We've got our sports gear. We've got our plan of action. And we get really focused, we get determined, we're driven, we've got this drive behind us, we've got a lot of motivation, we're going to do this, and off we go. And we start carrying on around the cycle. And then we make some progress, and that's phenomenal. We start to see a difference, we start to feel a difference, we feel more confident, we start to lose a bit of weight, or we feel a little bit fitter if we're going to the gym. And then we feel like we want to reward ourselves. We've done so well. Maybe you want to buy yourself a new item of clothing or whatever it might be. You want to reward yourself for what you've done so far. And at that point, something happens with most goal setting. Let's take an example. We have an event will happen. So let's say if somebody eats and they eat for comfort, so they're a comfort eater. When something bad happens, they eat a lot. You've probably seen on the films where somebody has a breakup, the first thing they do is go for the ice cream out of the fridge. That's what I would say would be comfort eating. So we use that as a metaphor for this explanation. An event will happen. You have an argument with somebody, a bad day at work, you have a flat tyre, and you return for 1 second to the old behaviour, which is to comfort eat. Or we get a double agent arrive. Now the double agent is kind of the devil and the angel that sits on the shoulders. The double agent says, you've done so well, you've done amazingly. You can have that one bit of chocolate because you've done so well. You deserve it, it's a reward, have it. Maybe it's the gym, you think, I've been going for a couple of weeks, I'll take a week off, I'll take a few days off. If you've got a fear or an anxiety about presenting in front of people, maybe you've written your presentation, you've practiced a little bit on your own, and you'll think you'll give it a bit of time, or the doubt and the fear creeps in. That's the double agent, and that's when the anxiety starts. So we get to this point. Now everything until this point, within this part of the cycle, is really positive. We're determined, we're focused, we're making progress, we want to reward ourselves, and then we start to come down the downward slope, back to here. Now at this point, we can make a choice to listen to our double agent, to react to the event, and this is where the negative and positive comes in. If we choose not to, we continue around the upper half of the cycle of the infinity behavioural loop, and we just get better and we move forward. So I'd imagine everybody has achieved a goal at some point and they felt that level of the top part of the loop. There's also, most people would have failed a goal or not completed a goal, and this is where we make a choice, or we find ourselves, we're not always in control of this element of choice. It's a subconscious thing that happens on occasion. We start to go down into the bottom half, so this is a negative element, so we start to feel sad. Again, it's a good metaphor with the weight control, because most people would have experienced this, but it also helps us create a good understanding of this cycle from a global perspective. It will help with many other things, but I'll talk about that in a second. So we've had the event, we've had the self-doubt come up, we've had the double agent arrive, and we get a bit sad. I wish I hadn't had that, wish I hadn't done that, wish I hadn't taken that day off. I wish I didn't doubt myself. And this kicks in, this double agent's still carrying on, he's taking us down this negative downward slope. And then we start to get a bit of disappointment about ourselves. You're better than this, why did you do that? And again, that's fueling lots of negative feelings inside us. And then we get, as we come around the bottom of that loop, we start to feel frustrated. I can do this. Why did I? And it just grows. That whole negative feeling starts to grow. It gets bigger, it gets broader, it gets brighter. And then we get to a bit of a turning point. We get to the anger. Now, anger is an amazing fuel, believe it or not. When we get angry about something, it can often give us the impetus, the drive to start again. And our double agent, as we said before, it's a devil and an angel. So it can give us negative talk, but it also can give us positive talk. So the double agent at this point, as we're coming back up the negative loop, can create something positive. In the sense, come on, look, you did it once, you let yourself down, you made a mistake, let's get back at it. So that's the angel, off the angel goes. Giving you that motivation, talking you back in. The positive double agent. And then the negative side, on the other side of the coin, the mirror image of that would be, well, what's the point? You tried 10 times, you tried 100 times. There's no point, just crack on. You know, I go back to the shower head. I'm used to this is what I do every day. And it's become the new norm, it's become acceptable. So we either continue with the positive and we go back in, we make another plan, we adjust it and off we go again. Or we just sit in this sad cycle, the negative cycle with the sadness, disappointment, the frustration and the anger with self. So we said that this is all about our 7 Days to Freedom From program. So if you have experienced at any point in time this cycle, this infinity behaviour loop, where you've just gone backwards and forwards, you tried, you failed, you tried, you failed, you've got upset with yourself, you've got sad, you've driven yourself, you've gone again and you've got that second impetus, but then you've come back round and you felt the negative side again. There's only one way to get out of this loop, and that is upwards. With the 7 Days to Freedom From program, Jenny Kitching and myself have a combined 50 years experience in behaviour. We are experts in behaviour transformation. So we've developed, we've learned, we've studied many techniques, not only learning them, but actually delivering them to people over the past, for me it's 2 decades, for Jenny it's 3. We've delivered them and we've helped people transform. We've taken all of this knowledge, all of this understanding, our techniques, our tools, and we've condensed it into one easy to follow, simple 7-day program. 1 hour per day. That's all it's going to take. And at the end of the 7 days, you will be free from whatever behaviour you choose or you understand is holding you back. The way this program works is in the beginning, for the first 4 days, we help you understand how behaviour works, how your mind works, why you do the things you do. We help you funnel down to the specific behaviour that is holding you back. This could be a limiting belief. This could be a limiting behaviour. It could be something that's going on inside you that double agent always comes up and gives you negative self-talk. Whatever it might be, we help you hone down on that. And as we get to the 4th day of the first 4, it is a transformation day. So as part of the online course or online program, you'll go through some tools and techniques that will get you ready for our live masterclass in the evening. The live masterclass is where we will help you and support you and guide you to remove permanently that negative behaviour, that negative trait that holds you back. But not only do we help you remove it, we work with you over that live masterclass and you will implant a wonderful new positive program that will not only fill that void from what we've helped you remove, but also going forward will give you the ability to constantly not have the other program return, but also open up. You'll be happier, you'll feel more in control, you will be delivering results and making choices that you never thought previously possible. So what sort of things can this help with? We've worked with, as I said before, thousands of people, ranging from confidence, negative beliefs, limiting beliefs, with anxiety, people with fear. Now, fear doesn't necessarily mean you're scared of a spider, a tarantula, a snake, heights. Fear can just mean that you stop yourself doing something because you're afraid of what might happen. That it can be any type of fear. We work with people with self-doubt. We work with people with low self-image and self-worth. People who have negative habits. It could be the ability to not control their weight. It could be smoking. It could be, as daft as it may sound, biting your fingernails. And again, we come back to the metaphor we've been using, the weight control. So we've developed this program that will cover all of these and so much more. Now, everything we create is to our values. Now, both Jenny and I have got very strong values. For example, value, giving value to people is one of them. Making a difference, that's both of our top values. That's one of our core values. And you'll learn a lot more about values and how they influence our life in the program. Another one is truth. So we've got a few more, but all of this has been built around our values. We want to give something to you that delivers results that you were not expecting. We've trialed this on a couple of occasions, and we've had 100% success rate. Now, not only did we have more success than we expected, but the changes and transformation in the people, the ripple that went throughout other areas of their life, they were not expecting. And if we're honest, we weren't expecting it either. However, it happened. So by now, you're getting a really good understanding of what this program is all about. I would ask that you click on the link above that will take you to a page which will give you a lot more detail about this program and the benefits it's going to give to you. There'll be some video testimonials of some of the people who have been through the program already. Now, I said about our values. So one of our core values is value. So we are not only going to over gift you with the results, we want to keep this price to an affordable price for everybody. We don't want to get to the minority who have a lot of money. We want to get to the majority. We want to help as many people as we possibly can. So the usual cost of this program is £299, but for a limited period, we've dropped it to £99. We want to help people. The more we can help, the more we're making a difference, which again is one of our core values. So, as we said before, click on the link above, go to the web page, and start to understand if this is really for you. What I will say is we guarantee your results. So just think for a moment, value to you. What is the value to you if you are able to overcome something that is holding you back? Now, most people, when they think about it, it might mean a better job. It might mean a happier life with partner. It might mean a slimmer body. Whatever that thing is that is holding you back, being able to overcome that permanently, take a moment and just think about what the value is to your life and to your happiness and to your quality of life. And I'm sure most people watching this would say it's worth a lot more than £99. So, with that in mind, click the link above, pop to the web page, read a bit more about the detail, make sure it resonates with you, it's what you want. We guarantee and 100% believe that this is going to change your world. Click the link above and I'll see you on the inside. Keep safe, be happy, stay healthy, but most important, always wear that smile.